Trio? Hey, okay. That's a strap, right? Ooh. Oh, I thought it turned off.
Hey, it's me, your champ. You want to know how I got this? How I got this title right here? Hey, Will, you want to let them know what I did to get this title?
I got robbed, bro.
How'd you get robbed?
We're not even
It was
gonna do the
supposed to
intro?
be. It's supposed
Oh,
to
we're
be.
gonna do the intro,
Oh,
It's supposed to be.
but
it's
your boy
supposed
needs
be-
to get his thing off.
It was supposed to be best out of 7. It turned to best out of 3. He won 2-1. I got robbed, bro.
I also beat that tiebreaker.
The series didn't end, bro.
So you want to say I moved the goalpost?
You moved the goalpost. I got robbed. I said that.
It's all good.
As champion, you didn't agree?
No, I agreed because I wanted to get the running, but
So you
I still got robbed.
So you agreed.
Yeah, I still got robbed though.
So you got robbed. You're entitled to a rematch. You already know. When's the rematch happening, champ?
I love it.
When's the rematch happening?
Whenever we get to court,
We might get one this Saturday.
all right, it's gonna happen then. Same way
Same.
you lost it, the same way you got to get it back. Rules.
All right. So 3-point contest. Are we doing the best out of 7? Are we doing best out of 3? Just how it
No,
looks?
same way you lost it, same way you get it back. Best out of 3. You got to beat the champ once you beat the champ.
Wasn't there a rule between us where we had to rack up 4?
Yeah, but
Well, he gets a
said
rematch for
clause.
losing. Like if you lose the title, you still get a rematch.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a rematch clause, baby.
All right.
Come on, now.
Today's date, 3-Point Play Podcast. Today's date, March 30th, 2021. The champ is here. The championship belt is passing. Ryan Rasta back with the strap. Mr. Bombs over Baghdad. What were the keys to your success and how did you get the job done?
Well, you know, we like to say, Ryan Rass is back with the strap, you know? So that's what I did. I pulled the strap out and I said, ga, 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 ga! What do you like to say I do, Will?
You pulled the strap out versus a black man.
Yo.
All right.
I'm not even.
Sir.
That was
Sir.
good. That was good.
Alright.
Sir,
That was good.
you know what I was out there like?
Like George Zimmerman.
I was out there.
Fucking play with me, man.
I was like
I'm not in the mood
I was
right
like
now,
a
bro.
white
Don't
boy
fucking
walking
play
into
with
a
me.
black church.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I don't. All
You
right.
was like a white boy walking into an Asian hair salon.
Too soon. Too soon.
Nah, bro.
Nothing's
You dropped a Kobe bar earlier.
Nothing's too soon, baby.
I can't do this, bro. Stop Asian hate. That's all I gotta say.
Stop the hate on the new champ.
Nah,
Mr.
Makai, he Chris Jericho, bro. He robbed me.
I didn't rob
I'm
nothing,
still,
baby.
I'm Stone Cold Skeet often still, so I don't care. I'm still here. I'm still champ. He holding it. He keeping it warm. I got the rematch coming.
He likes to say that I'm the paper champion. Ain't no such thing as a paper champion around here, playboy.
So Joe G's, what were the keys to his success, and what do you think you could have did better?
He
Yeah.
came hot. He was hot.
Yeah, I
He
was.
didn't do anything like mad wild. I was competing into the last round.
Okay.
He didn't even think I was gonna match him in the first round because he thought he came out the gate and hit like 12, and I tied him for 12. And when I tied him for 12, the look on his face was like, ah, nigga. Yeah, look at you. You know the vibes. I seen the look on his face. He looked at me like, all right.
Now,
cool.
only thing I thought was, damn, I gotta be here one more round longer. It's all good.
So at what moment in the contest did you know it was over?
As soon as I stepped on the court.
Oh my god.
As soon as I said, hey, Will, you want a challenge in a 3-point contest? I said, I got it in the
Bro,
bag, baby.
I came hot the second game, and you was like, yeah.
What was the mental preparation like before the contest started? Like,
Nothing with me. I walked in laced up, and then he was like, "You want to do it right now? You want to do 3 instead of 7?" I was like, "Oh, I mean, okay, I guess. Let's get rolling though. Let's go."
We had people waiting, baby.
Who
Come
was
on.
waiting, bro? Only 3 niggas came.
That is also true. But we didn't know that at the time when we made the deal.
I mean, I was just saying.
You want to know what my success? Do you want to know what my keys to success were? What my
Absolutely.
preparation was? Let me tell you what my preparation was. Tying my shoes, looking at the rim, and walking on the court and going, I got this. You know why? Because I'm a 3-point fucking specialist, baby.
You should have had to strap the first
You got
fucking
the
time.
you got the lens on the sniper badge.
You should have had the
Green-
strap. You should have
green
had it the first
specialist?
game. You should have clipped me the whole time.
Yeah, I should have.
So
And I lost by like 1 or 2 every time.
Not that second
if
time.
it's
though.
if it's
Or
an
not
inch,
the third night.
if it's an inch or a mile, it's still the W. So one thing I will say is that the last time that we played, we made the mistake of playing 5-on-5 first. Do you think that's one of the mistakes that you
No, you supposed
changed
to be
up?
hot. We all play 5-on-5.
You think
equally.
that's one of the things that you changed this time as opposed to the first time that got you the W?
Well, you see, I'm a spot up shooter.
Let
So
them know.
after playing 5-on-5, with not getting a rest for 2 hours, yeah, I
So
was
what?
dead.
No. I'm just as out of shape as you, bro. I'm dead too, and you're a better shooter. You should have had the clip. I don't want to hear it.
I'm a spot up shooter.
I don't want to
You
hear
have
it.
me running for 2 hours, I'm gonna get out of rhythm.
I was running too.
But you're not a spot up shooter,
I'm a everything guy, so I was running too.
so you should have been able to adapt.
But
better
I'm
than I
not
did.
a shooter. You're a shooter at the end of the day.
Shooter McGruder, baby.
All right, bro.
What did that clown call me? That's what he called me, right?
Shooter
That-
McGruder.
God, that was ugly. We were playing at EOS one time, and this,
Shoot him, McGruder.
this random dumbass kid was like, "You're Shooter McGruder," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna kill you."
That was Z-ass too.
Boy,
This nigga's wild. So you got this strap, bro.
goddamn right.
You
I
know
got
I'm still the champ.
it. You can say you're the champ, but this says
Bro,
otherwise.
you forget I had 2 trophies, bro.
You might have 2 trophies. You,
You
might
forget
have
I
3
had
trophies.
You forget I had 2 trophies.
What do you have 2
bro?
trophies
Oh,
in?
my man
I
got
took
the
Shorty
tatted
to the
joint.
tattoo shop, bro.
Took it to the tattoo shot. Let him
Fuck
know.
with me, bro.
Let him
I'm
know.
out here too.
Put it, hey,
Rings,
put
Chuck.
put it to the camera
Please,
so they
Chuck.
can see
They
it.
see it. It's bold.
Hey,
I'm black as
Peter,
gold.
Piper, picked up, Pepper.
Hey.
2-time champion, but only one of the belts counts. Last words before you go.
No.
Moving forward,
I made it to
what
the
do you have
dance,
to
so
say?
I'm a champion.
What
That's
do you have to say,
said.
Ryan, about how you reclaimed the belt and how much longer do you think you're gonna keep it?
Oh, I'm gonna keep it as long as I want to keep it, baby.
Do you have any words to
Right.
any other
He's
challengers?
killing me.
Any other challengers that think that they ready?
I don't give a Come see me, baby.
He said, "I don't give a fuck." You have to watch that one.
Do you have
coming out.
any cued music you'd like to play, or
Nah, I don't have any.
Hey,
cued
look,
music.
Kai.
Say less.
Bro.
I
You
don't,
know
have,
the vibes.
I don't have any cued music. Will's the chump. That's all that matters.
I'm a chump. Why I gotta be a
Hey!
chump? Why I gotta be a chump?
Because you a sore loser, baby.
How am I a
Peter.
sore loser?
Piper?
Listen,
Man, y'all
Victor.
niggas been out to get me. Y'all didn't want me to
Pepper.
get. Y'all didn't want me to win it first. Y'all didn't give it to me first. I had to go take it. I got 1 defense under my belt. I
The
got
same
2
way
defenses.
he
I
took it
lost
from
it.
you?
let me tell you.
No,
let me tell you.
I had to go get it. I deserved to be first champ, and I got robbed, and I still got robbed when I got this shit. I had to earn everything. Y'all
You-
niggas suck my dick.
Sportsmanship. Pass it on.
You think you deserve to be the first champion?
I
am the Vincent Kennedy McMahon of this podcast.
Talk
But-
your shit.
But
You deserve it.
when we played, every
Talk
time we
your
hooped
shit.
in competition, my record was better. I deserved to be inaugural. I was inaugural.
You know
so it
who
don't
else's
matter.
record was better, but they lost? A shit ton of NBA teams. Guess what? It doesn't matter. And you know what else, Will? All you're ever gonna be is a B+ player.
I am, bro.
Oh.
B+ release.
Daddy.
All that.
We felt bad. You know why you won it? It was Black History Month.
Oh,
Bitch, I was clipping.
slavery.
I was the blackest.
Oh.
Yo!
You see how in a new month we took the title off him, right?
Yo!
Hey, it's Women's History Month, and if we had a woman on the show, we'd give the title to her.
No, we wouldn't. That bitch got
But
a
I
dunk
got,
first.
but I got pretty hair, so I
that
got
bitch
it.
got a dunk first. Fuck out of here.
Lower the rims, ladies.
Lord them fucking rims.
Moving forward.
Hey, Nick, what we got tonight?
Question on the docket: do today's up and coming athletes value defense in the same capacity as previous generations did? Sir William, do you want to get us started?
Yeah.
Hey, B+. Before you get started, I want you to let them know why.
Ryan, you know I gotta. I'm gonna wear the strap again, bro. And I don't want it. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna let you have your shit. This
Okay,
your time.
I'm gonna tell you
This
this.
your shit. No, this your shit. Go.
You want to be?
That's your question.
You want to be a 2-time champion. You're also a 2-time loser, baby.
Okay. No, I will be a one-time loser.
Nah, because I'm gonna take it right back.
No, you're not, bro.
In my rematch
You don't
clause.
get the rematch clause because it's my rematch. It's my chance.
So we making new rules.
Is that how it works, though?
We
Do
never-
the
we never-
champion get a rematch clause after he loses the rematch?
We never-
No,
No.
that you
But
had to run for.
No. But you know that the champion do not get a rematch clause when they beat the champion. You know they don't. You know they don't. Chris Benoit would have had his rematch. So he didn't.
Listen. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question, B+. All right. So, why are we talking about this today? I want you to bring up the story. Listen here, Daniel Bryan. I want you to tell us why we're
Still the
talking about this. You may be the GOAT, but I'm gonna be Blue Tista and Triple H, baby.
Who won at the end? When it all was done,
It doesn't.
I had 2 straps.
Who went to the hospital after and lost his job for a while?
That was their second year, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. And who came back and won again?
And then where's he now?
I mean, hey,
Exactly.
He got way more straps, bro. Way more straps.
So where-
Now, ask your question, bro.
where's
You
the
already have a
Ayatollah?
challenger, Ryan. You already have a challenger in the comments.
I need you to get with my assistant
Mr.
before you start challenging, baby.
Mr. Daniel Sanchez says he's been waiting, which he has, for his shot at the title. Mr. Daniel Sanchez, what would you like to propose as your challenge against the current champion?
I
Send
need
us
to
that in the comments.
get with my assistant, baby.
Who is your
We busy.
assistant?
We busy out here. Don't you worry, because you don't need to talk to him, because you're talking to the man himself right now.
Well, I'm in a high position. I'm talking to the plug. I don't need to talk to that nigga. I don't gotta worry about that nigga. I'm still Booker G.
The Vincent Kennedy McMahon of this podcast, baby.
Yeah.
The Cody Rhodes, as some would say.
He says NBA 2K.
The Goatee Rhodes.
That's fine. I'm goatee Rhodes.
Ryan,
Your
Ryan,
girl
he says
Throaty
2K.
Rhodes.
You got a deal, baby. You got rules.
Daniel, when would you like to set up your championship bout with the current champ?
And who is the current champ? Who is the current champ?
Okay, but Ryan.
Bombs
you
over
have-
Baghdad,
you-
Mr. Ryan
you
Rasselback with
have
the strap.
That's right.
I have
Mr.
one
Tom
successful
Cruise.
title.
You do.
You don't. So when you defend the title successfully, then come to me, bro.
All right.
And I still was busting that. I was busting that. We was busting, bro. We was busting ass when we got on the court and actually ran. All right. I
I
thought
can
you were
agree
gonna leave
with
me
that.
hanging.
Your hand is way bigger, but okay.
We
Listen,
was busting ass.
some may even say I am the Ayatollah
This nigga Jumar
of the podcast Stola.
No, Jumar say his challenge is suicide.
I have no knees, baby.
I'm Chris Benoit. Fuck with me.
All right. For real though.
Robin Williams.
So why do we choose this topic?
I don't have a championship belt to duck you, Makai.
I just want to.
Hey, Makai, rap battle coming whenever Nick win the strap. That's my challenge. Well, I'm gonna get 4 dubs, and that's when the rap battle gonna pop. But he gotta win.
I gotta get a championship first.
He gotta win.
Mr. Fodubs, baby.
Can we go?
Go.
You sound like me when I won the strap. Mad Hype acted different.
Changing the air. There's a new reign. This right here is my swag. I got all the.
Oh my god!
Hey, Makai, I got.
You gotta flip your hair after that.
Hey, Makai, I got all the drip, baby. Look at this. Come on. What do we got, Will?
He said, "Pretty
Why-
boy sweat."
What are we doing, Will? Why are we talking about this? I want to know.
What, the athletes that you talk about athletes valuing defense?
Yeah.
Wait.
Why did we discuss it? Why are we even talking about it? Because of what happened Saturday, right? You losing? Oh no,
He
I'm talking
says
about
April 11th, Sunday. Are you available at that time, champ?
I can make myself available. Let me check my schedule and get back to you.
He
Playboy.
probably don't even have it by then, bro. He probably don't even have it by then.
You
That's
gotta
all I
catch
say.
Daniel first.
Listen,
No,
you know what?
because Daniel don't line up with my rematch.
Daniel wants his at
After
We
Saturday.
got to catch his first. We already
No,
made that
he-
clause to
he
the
don't-
fans.
Mine's been
he
invoked.
wants his on the 11th.
And he
mine's-
actually made that comment last show.
Mine's been invoked. I'm former champ. Everybody got to step to the back of the
So
line.
now we just don't care about the
No,
fans?
wrestling wise, everybody got to step to the back
Because
of the
this
line.
is a
with the
wrestling
champ.
podcast?
Boxing wise, everybody got to
Because
check.
this is a boxing podcast?
We got a wrestling belt.
With a basketball on it?
Yeah, and we're treating it like wrestling rules. You have to challenge for it when you get to the front of the line.
He was at the front of the line last week.
I'm
You
the
were
champ.
supposed to
The
win.
number one contender can be the number one contender, but if the champ loses this title before the number one contender challenge, he gets a rematch
We
before the
wrote
number
rules
one
to this,
contender.
right?
Makai, you're not getting skipped. You just got to bring your ass here.
You just got to show up, bro.
We wrote rules to this, right?
That's just like an unwritten rule.
But we wrote rules for this.
We never talked about
No,
that.
we wrote rules the day that the belt
But
came
the
out.
thing is, he's challenging for the 11th. His rematch is sooner than that. Because
That's
he
what I'm
challenged
saying.
me,
He challenged last week.
but he just said the 11th.
He still got to get to the back of the line because I'm former champ.
He still has the match. It'll just be against me or him. It doesn't matter. He still has his match.
You got it, champ.
He still has his match.
He's
CEO,
not going to win. I'll lose on purpose. See him
PPO,
lose to somebody.
DDO, DDS, whatever you want, baby.
Bro, listen.
Let's get on with the show. I got
I-
places
I
to be.
get that.
People need the champ. to show
Daniel
up.
Sanchez says it doesn't matter
There you go.
who wins. I'll challenge whoever. We like that spirit,
That
Mr.
nigga's
Daniel.
wild, bro. This nigga Ryan got the belt and started acting different. Me too. It does stuff to you. When you're the champ, you're the champ.
I was gonna come in here and be humble, but I just don't feel like it.
You said fuck being humble?
Yeah. So
Shout out Makai.
we hooped Saturday, you know. Got me this baby right here.
Yeah, it was after that. And we ran against some young bucks.
Young fucks.
Young fuck buckaroos. And these motherfuckers were so excited to get on the floor. We got on the floor and I ran point guard and Clint they ass the fuck up. Dimes to Ryan. Ryan pulling from everywhere. Jumar tricking layups with his trash ass. Jumar, you ass, bro. I would have had like 40 assists on the night if you would have just made your fucking layups, man. But instead, I had 28. But the reason I asked is because the way they were playing is they would, like, I would break the perimeter D, and then everything could be open. And these are the young players who's trying to, like, still, they got the hoop dreams. They in high school, they in whatever school they in. And I am getting by them and making shit happen as a big out of shape point guard.
Yeah.
When a three ball go up, they don't even try to defend it. They try to get the rebound if it came off and get the ball back so they can get down and shoot a three just as fast.
Yep.
And I was talking about, like, we came up, we didn't want motherfuckers to score. I'm not really talking about the NBA right now. I'm talking about, like, what's leading up to what the NBA could be in the future if these motherfuckers don't tighten up. Because there's no way that these little motherfuckers play every day and they in more shape. Their IQ is not there. I don't know how, but even in practice and stuff, we had it, yo. We had all that shit. So I don't think that they cherished defense like they did because it was just too fucking easy.
Yeah.
It was too fucking easy. And what do you see from that? Because all I seen was a bunch of perimeter D, and once that bit's broken, they give up. They gamble too much, but they go down and they hit a three and say they going off and get hype, and I don't get it. I didn't understand it, and I wanted to, like, get on here and put it on wax because I don't get it.
Yeah. No, put it on wax because these kids, some of them I know are already out of high school. They're already out of that level. So there's no chance for them. A couple of them I feel like they were young enough to be still in high school.
Oh yeah, some of them that's old enough and, like, graduated already and they still running with high schoolers and they ain't trying to work on nothing or get better. Y'all niggas ass.
Yeah.
y'all just want to take passes. Y'all just want to take opportunities from high schoolers and these young kids and pull a deep three or whatever and try to say you're going off. And these kids are trying to learn, and you ain't even trying to teach them. Every time I play with a young kid, I try to let him get his, because I already been there.
Yeah.
And I don't get, they're just straight ass to me with that shit.
All they look at is, can I get this three off? And if you hit it, oh, I'm on fire. Or, oh, I'm wet.
Oh, I'm wet. Come to me next time, even though you didn't play any D or you just got scored on yourself.
You never passed it. You can't dribble. You can't move with the ball. You can only catch the ball, dribble once or twice, and then you're not actually going anywhere.
Oh, yeah, they ain't never going.
Like I can't tell you how many times they were sitting there dribbling. The one kid that Jumar was playing D on, he really tried to cross Jumar, and literally ended up in the same spot.
Yeah,
and Jumar just stood there
back.
like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit what it is, man. They shoot a D, don't play any D.
Yep.
They shoot a three, don't play any D, and it's sad because you know when you in the game, you thinking about winning. You're not really thinking about what you're going up against when you're playing people. But I thought I was gonna get on the court. Remember when I said, "Yo, we get these young niggas, we probably gonna have to run because these niggas is younger. We ain't gonna get. We ran their ass
We ended up outrunning them.
We ran their ass the fuck out.
We got tired.
On me. They didn't even know me. Only a couple knew me, and they knew what the fuck. But they had to hold different people.
Yeah, little Eastbrook.
Eastbrook ass is so. He's trash.
I'm done. He said Eastbrook.
He's trash.
Man, you should see this kid.
He's trash. He's talented, but he's trash. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a trash, talented player, and I just can't. I don't understand it. I wanted to get on here and call you niggas trash, and y'all need to play. You don't even got to play good D. I suck at D, but I have the awareness of what to prevent before it start happening.
The crazy part is they were the few times they drove the lane, we could have just let them drive an open lane because they were missing their layups.
Blasting off the backboard. They trying to do moves when they don't need to do them. Like the kid coming down, just Euro stepping with nobody in front of him.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna hurt yourself doing that, young blood.
You just gonna. It's not progressive, and it's all because these trainers nowadays that makes you do all these combos of dribbles when in a game you're never gonna use those. And get to your spot and go. 3 things you need to, as a better player is a pop off dribble, and you need to not give up your space. Always get to your spot regardless. So get strong and get to your spot regardless and get the shots you work on. But you don't have to do all these dribbling moves and then go in the game and you're not going to do all these dribbling moves. Simple as that. That's how you go 0 for 80. Simple.
You get to your spot and you help your team from your spot. Unless you are a player like a Jamal Crawford or somebody of that pedigree, you can utilize some of those dribbling techniques and drills. However,
they use it for ball control. They don't use it to go in a game and do it.
I seen Jamal do it and Jay Will. I seen him.
Yeah, but they are the more.
They're different.
Yeah,
they're different.
They're different. They're not. Even Steph do a bunch of dribbling drills, you know. But he goes
even
out there.
He doesn't really end up anywhere doing it.
I know, but no, I'm talking about his dribbling drills.
Oh yeah.
And his okay, Steph don't really got handles.
He just dribbles a lot.
No. It's the fear of the pull up that makes his handles deadly.
For sure.
Because as soon as you slack and try to let him dribble, he's pulling up. That's Steph's thing. Kyrie is the one that does all the shit and then goes out in the game and he can write. He play basketball in cursive. He never pick up the pen. That's what Kyrie do.
That is true.
And these kids they see the highlights of them dribbling and stuff, and they just go out there and say, yeah, they do this, but they don't realize that they're doing it so the simple crossover can become less hard. So when you cross over, you can do whatever with the ball after the cross, not to cross over and do some wild shit with the fake behind the back dribble and then. It's not for all that. That's what footwork drills and just basic pounding dribbles, weighted wrist weights on the hand while you dribbling. You can learn all that shit. I never did anything. I know how to do some of that shit. What I look at is how to score. I watch a bunch of Melo now since I'm like mad out of shape and how he can pull up over you. but he's pulling up on the side of you in slow motion. He's not pulling over you. He's on the side because he don't got a way to get around, and he gets it up. And they saying it's a contested shot, but he's really he practiced getting it up over you and releasing it, but he's practicing getting when he comes around for the fadeaway, he steps around your frame, gets it up, and by the time he's up releasing, you're not disrupting it. You're finally coming in front of him. That's why it looks contested and tough. It's really basic. Melo is out here playing on easy. He really is sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's a couple of them.
I agree. And I mean, something you learn with time in the game and years spent playing the game is you actually learn how to play easier.
Yeah.
And when I say that, exactly what you said what Melo's doing now.
And LeBron on defense.
Yeah. You start to learn certain areas where you can take either shortcuts or you can do different moves that require almost no energy and yet give you virtually the same exact outcome where if you were to able to just cross somebody over.
Yeah. LeBron plays defense smart and not hard because he knows everybody in the league. So if he knows you in the corner and you're only shooting 20% in the corner, he's going to probably give you that, but kind of step back because he know you can drive and dunk. But if you watch who he has in the game, if Anthony Davis is behind him, he'll just lead you to him and stop running. He'll stop playing D because you got to run into Anthony Davis, and he'll just the defense will rotate over, and he just sits there. So it looks like he's not doing nothing, but dude is just playing smart defense and not hard defense. And plus, it's hard to when you look at the defensive players that's selected. You know, you got Ben Simmons and all them, Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
they don't take plays off. Marcus Smart, who's always in there, and that's why Bron gets a bad rep. But you know, he still gives you the block, even though his blocks are more highlights than blocks nowadays. I don't even know how many blocks he averaged. How many blocks he averaged? Like a block?
Something like that. I'm sure.
Something like it gotta be, but
I feel like it's like 1.3.
Yeah, it's something like that. Rondo averaged like a crazy amount of blocks, but when he blocks, people see it. That's the thing. That's what Rondo's triple doubles back in the day.
So speaking of defense, at a lower level, not quite college, not quite overseas or NBA basketball, I've noticed a trend where people don't set screens anymore unless they're big men. What can you say in the defensive aspect on why people don't do that or why it's lacking?
Are we talking about younger kids?
Yeah.
Okay. I will speak.
It ain't even young. It's everybody.
And to answer your question about LeBron, he's averaging 0.6.
See?
Oh, okay. So this is my being a shooter. I need somebody to set me a pick so I can get around it, spot up, and take a shot. That doesn't happen. Why it doesn't happen with younger talent more than some NBA players, even though we're starting to see it diminish in the NBA as well, is these kids are out for nobody but themselves. Why would I set a pick for somebody
to
like
get him open?
Yeah, to get me open when I can dribble 95 times, end up in the same spot, pull up a bad shot, and maybe I make it, maybe I miss it, but at least I get 2 points in a pickup game. Instead, hey, I got a whole team. This person's a spot-up shooter. That's a pop-and picker. Let me utilize that. Let me set them a pick. They're going to give me the ball. I'm going to give it back to them. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're in trouble. I have a clear lane to the basket. No, I don't care. I'm going to just do me and take this stupid shot. That's my biggest problem with kids like that is all they care about is getting their bucket every single time.
I have a rebuttal to that about the NBA. The on-ball screen is becoming less likely. The off-ball screens is mad off-ball screens the whole game. But if you like watching just any team, it's just nothing but off-ball screens and pops for especially the Heat, bro. I don't know how you don't see that. You know they got Duncan and Tyler Hero. All they doing is popping off screens and getting the open shot because somebody's setting the screen for them. That's mad. Because even to this day, you always going when you're playing D and your man's running towards the ball handler. You're like, okay, the screen's coming. Now they run towards ball handler and cut that way, and the screen's coming that way, and now he has a flare off of the pick, and now he's open for the three. So I think the on ball is becoming too predictable, and they pulling out other stops for that.
You got a point there.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that, but yeah, you're right. And
And-
Miami is
Miami is
boy.
and the fucking the Warriors, of course.
Oh,
when
well,
Clay
yeah,
was there, it's not so much that now that Clay's gone.
Yeah.
Because Steph got to do Steph things. But when Clay was there, dude, that's all it was. Draymond pretending he about to set a screen for Steph, go to Clay, and then if they play Clay, Draymond cut back door, give it to Draymond, he lobs it to Iggy. That was their play.
Yeah.
That was their play. And as far as like today, like with everybody else that's not in the NBA, these motherfuckers just they don't give a fuck about nothing else. And I'm gonna call for that screen or the ball ain't gonna fucking move because that's how I killed them.
How many screens do I set for you?
Yeah. You set a screen, and if I don't get them off the shoulder, I come back, and like it depends on if you roll or pop. It don't matter because now I have them picking what they want to do. I'm on a fucking train to the basket. Somebody's over here. You on the top. You know, it's always something to do. But so the pick and roll is never going to die with it, but they don't care enough about it. They actually was watching me play, and they was on the court.
I know.
Like they were watching me do like shit I was supposed to do, and they was on the court. And I ain't never been in that position. I ain't never been in that mental space to be like, damn, he working. I'm working y'all, nigga. You know, so they need to just ease up. They need to pay attention to the outside game and not just them getting the bucket. And understand that if you a ball handler, you in the best position in the game right now because if you get your players going, your lanes is wide open.
Yep.
And they don't realize that.
Listen.
Skylar,
Hey, bring your ass, man.
I want you to play against us. It'd be a pleasure, man. I'm having some discussions on whether or not I'm gonna get the vaccine or not, but they're talking about opening up basketball courts Monday. You said, Ryan?
Monday the rims go back up. Come see us.
So we shall see.
All rims
And
going back
then-
up Monday. Contact Sports may resume.
And then I could invite you to my lifetime because you
I agree with
gave me that same courtesy when I was in AZ, Skylar. So it's been a long time coming, man. It'd be good to see you. Trade talk. Moving forward.
Hold on. One thing before you say that. Skylar said 3-on-3 would be dope. I agree. I kind of want to let the cat out of the bag a little bit. If you're okay with it, Nick. Just a little bit. Just a little tease. Little
Okay.
cock tease.
What?
So, soon. Not super soon, but soon. 3-Point Play Podcast might be doing a little bit of a tournament.
Of what?
3 versus 3 tournament.
And I'm playing you guys, right?
It can be 3-Point Play Podcast versus everybody, or we can just host it.
I mean, I'm not teaming with Nick, bro. Sorry.
Fair enough.
I told you that a long time ago. I'm not playing on your team no more, bro. I can't
say
be in the
less.
trenches with you,
Say
man.
less. We don't have to go any further.
Told
But
you
yeah,
that.
we're setting up the 3-on-3 tournament. We don't have a direct date quite yet, but it'll be a 3-on-3 tournament. We'll have buy-ins and then we'll have a prize at the end for the winning team, and
There will be a trophy.
Be on the lookout, party people.
And we will give you all enough advance notice to get your squads together.
What's
Absolutely.
going on with this screen? Wow.
How's my phone ringing when it's on silent? That's crazy.
But it's on silent and it's on airplane mode.
I can't run on that plane.
It can't run on anything because I'm streaming.
Damn, we had a whole interruption. That shit trash.
It's okay. That was just my theme song going off for the champ, baby.
I don't even think it's on right now.
Oh my god, bro, you're killing me. You're killing me, bro. Ryan,
We
what is
cool?
wrong with you, bro?
Who called
Yeah,
me?
it's still rolling.
It's all good. Anyway. It's just my theme song going off.
We're back like cook crack.
Jesus.
This nigga's wild.
So 3-point contest coming up. We will set the dates. There will be a
3
trophy
versus
available.
3, not 3-point contest.
My apologies, champ. 3-on-3 contest. We'll have a buy-in. We'll have a trophy. It'll be a lot of fun. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and yeah. Moving forward,
Call your mom. Call your girl.
moving forward with the trade talk.
So I can bust in her face.
Wait a sir.
I'm just kidding.
Busted 3, of course.
Of course, busted 3. What else would I do?
Come on,
I'm not a horrible person. Jesus, I value your people's relationships.
So, people, Fournier to the
You
Celtics.
people.
Fournier got traded to the Celtics. Will, as a Celtics fan, what do you think about that?
I'm not a Celtics fan.
Because
I
you
just
you
like the
like
Celtics.
them in
I
the
like
East.
the
You
I
like
like
them
the
in the East.
Celtics because they're looking like the Spurs of the East when it comes to like consistent success.
Yeah, they got that
what
same
do you-
record too.
So what do you think is Fournier coming off the bench for
Just-
Kemba? I mean, is it a propeller for them forward? Is it the same? What do you think?
Evan Fournier averaged 16 points in Orlando because he was in Orlando. I liked him in Denver before he got to Orlando, and I just always liked like his game because it looked like he can blend on any team. So I think he's gonna be cool, but he's not about to be. He might fall down the bench honestly, because I don't even think he's that tough to like go to practice with Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart every day and compete and come to the game ready. I think I don't know how tough he is.
Okay.
Because that team kind of tight.
All right.
And I don't know how he fit in. But if he's shooting and clipping, I think he's good.
Ryan, what are you thinking?
You know what? I 100% agree with Will. He's about to fall down that rotation quicker than he expected to. So I think he needs to just be a stop and go guy there
Okay.
because that's not a good spot for him. It's not.
All right. Rondo went to the Clippers. They gave up Lou Will. Lou went to the Hawks. Is that better for the Clippers? Does that make them a stronger team in the West? Or
Hell yeah.
okay,
Because they building for the playoffs like the Lakers.
okay,
I think that, Rondo's been Rondo in the playoffs for the longest now. So them having Rondo for the playoffs, he's going to take over that starting spot for Patrick Beverly eventually. Or they might keep Pat starting just to have Rondo spark the bench. But Lou Williams is trash how they did him. But I think he's been out the door since the lemon pepper shit.
The homie really said he was about to quit basketball when he found out he was going
It was
to
kind of out the
Atlanta.
blue because they let him live for so long and just said, yo, deuces. And I love Lou Williams. He's back at home in Atlanta, but he ain't too far from the wings, right? That's the only reason I
he's
think
not
he's
too
going.
far from the wings or the strippers.
Yeah.
So,
He's not Lou Williams. He's not six-man Lou Williams anymore, but he was a part of that team in the locker room and on the court. And for them to just get rid of him for Rondo, who they fucking lost to, like who they like competed with last year, I'd take it somewhere too. But Rondo, if he goes here and the Clippers end up getting a chip, I don't want to hear nothing about him not making the Hall of Fame, man. I don't want to hear shit. And I know he about to go off in the playoffs.
So we spoke on this a little bit already. So Aaron Gordon and JaVale McGee went to Denver, and you were saying that you didn't think that was that much news in terms of Denver, but they're starting to run Bol. Last 3 games, he got about 8 minutes of run.
He went 5 for 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then JaVale McGee, I think JaVale and Aaron Gordon I think Aaron Gordon is going to be the better version of Mason Plumlee, and I think JaVale is actually going to give Joker an opportunity to sit down, which he never had last year. What do you see playoff contention-wise with Denver? Are they going to be the same? Is it going to make a difference? Are they going to run Bol?
You going first?
yeah, I think the champ should go first.
Oh, go
So-
crazy, bro. This nigga's obnoxious.
So this is JaVale McGee's
He
second
got
run.
coke in the back, bro.
This is JaVale McGee's second run with Denver.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not even worried about that.
Okay.
Because he's going to come in, do stupid shit, be on Shackton. He's gonna get you
Damn,
rebounds.
bro,
He's gonna get you
totally
blocks.
shaking that stick, but why is you shooting him, man? You love big man and you shooting JaVale.
Can I finish? B plus. All right. So. And Skylar's right. Joker don't want to sit.
It's not that he doesn't want to sit. Fatigue kicks in. So it's like even if he's running, like Luka's the same way where he doesn't really sit, but he'll sit 2 minutes just to catch a wind. Part of the reason why they lost the Lakers series is because they had so many big men to throw and clash with Joker. It catches up with you, and that's all it is. That's all I mean by it, Skylar.
You
Ryan, finish up your thought, please.
Now the champion has the floor again. So, I don't see them making as much of a splash this year, but if this core stays together next year when they have a lot more time together, we may see a way bigger splash. I'm not saying they're clearly going to be in the playoffs. They're clearly going to do well. They're not going to make it over that hump yet. They need to be. I think they need to work together. And Bol is just. He's a novelty. He's a novelty act.
That's why last week I was like, don't trade him. That's why, because you brought that up last week.
Novelty?
You brought that up
My
last
boy
week
is a
about
novelty.
Bol getting traded for Gordon, I think. And I was like, don't trade Bol even though he's in the G League. And they brought him up as soon as they traded away who they had to trade away. I don't think they interfere with each other at all. I still think Joker going to play as much as he do.
Yep.
JaVale just there for in the playoffs when he's scouted.
He's going to get rebounds and blocks.
And blocks.
That's it.
And Aaron Gordon.
It's not a bad thing.
Gordon.
But he's going to play like 14 minutes a game. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, bro.
But that's
Aaron
what A plus
Gordon
does to B plus.
Aaron Gordon being the replacement to who? Miles or Mason? Mason. He does more than Mason.
That's what I'm saying.
But he can't get dirty like Mason. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Mason getting dirty, Mason did some filthy shit yesterday for the Pistons.
Oh my God!
That fake. I didn't know he had it in his system. I didn't know that he could. I didn't know your man could get so freaky.
It was so that move. It was basic. He just the little and pulled the ball back, and homie from the Pistons,
and he almost it was the Nets.
The homie from the Nets
he
was
almost,
like, "Oh shit!"
He
and
almost
left.
ran into James Harden. I was like, Mason, you sick.
And then he did like the world's slowest Euro and layup.
No, he dunked.
Oh, he dunked it. I'm sorry.
2 hands.
And that was almost as nasty as the way I beat his ass in the 3-point contest.
Listen, bro, is Paul Millsap still on the Nuggets?
Yeah.
They did good. They win for this. They got Paul Millsap and they got Aaron Gordon.
Fact.
They got an Aaron Gordon that can't shoot and a Paul Millsap that can. So they good. They got an athletic Paul Millsap that can't shoot.
Start calling me the vac.
Before we talk about what everybody wants to hear our opinion on, so Vucevic and Tice went to Chicago. You think that is actually help? I think Vucevic is actually a good pickup for Chicago.
It is.
But do you think that those two big men will actually bring Zach LaVine any real help?
No, because it's the Bulls and
it's the Bulls and they don't know how to rotate their players and
they're just gonna play all of them at the
they
same time.
need to. Yeah, they are.
So it might get them like 5 more W's or something.
It's not.
Nothing crazy.
It's not gonna be. Yeah.
The Bulls is just like the Knicks when it comes to how many bigs they stock up, and we don't pay attention to it because they the Bulls and they not the Knicks. But they had Bobby Portis, they had Felicio,
yeah,
whatever the fuck. They got Lauri Markkanen. They went and got Taj Gibson back one time. They had all these bigs and they got 2 more bigs.
Right.
And you got Weldon Carter Jr. who looks good, and you're gonna get some bigs. You're gonna bring in an all-star to play his spot, and it makes no sense.
Okay.
And the Magic they looking like they trying to go crazy in the offseason. Because why would you get rid of your all-star and your shooter they've been playing together since they both got there. Yeah. They've been the 1-2, and everybody else been around
talked about how emotional that was because I guess he wasn't expecting to be traded. He wanted to stay with Fournier, I guess.
Yeah.
So Dallas added a shooter in Redick. Is that going to make a difference, or
Dallas still can't shoot? Right this year, Dallas can't hit a shot to say they fucking like.
Okay. Ryan Oladipo has went to Miami, and you guys also got. Was it just Oladipo? And no, it was Oladipo, and it was Baby Kobe. It was
Jason Tatum? No, I'm just playing.
No.
That's what they say it is.
It was no.
Psych.
Dude that pushed Trae Young.
Trevor Ariza.
Thank you. Victor Oladipo and Trevor Ariza. What do you guys see
Maybe
in terms
Kobe.
of your? They used to call him that.
When?
When he could dunk.
Yeah, they used. That was
This
one of his-
nigga's
that was one of
arrogance
his
is
aliases,
wild.
just
No, that
like-
was really his. That was really like
That was
when
one
they
of his
were
aliases.
talking about. Yeah.
Just
When he
like
was in
they
the
used to
Rockets the
call-
first time?
just like
Not the
they used to
80th time?
call him. They used to call Andre Iguodala big AI or you know.
Yeah, because they
yeah,
both was AI.
yeah.
I get that one.
Yeah.
So
So Oladipo and Trevor Ariza, what are you seeing in terms of playoff contention with those two guys?
I think Miami needs to get their head out of their ass because they just last night won their first game after a 6-game losing streak.
Okay.
Oladipo is going to help. I agree. But Trevor Ariza is not doing shit. Because in his debut, he was like, hey.
I think it's good to have a champion vet in the locker room.
He does
just
for the
to-
locker room, yeah.
Yeah, just to get people's minds right. And
You got Udonis Haslem. Why are we racking up on these old guys that you're not going to play? You got
You got Iguodala.
Iguodala,
You got Trevor Ariza.
You got Trevor
basically
Ariza,
the same player.
literally, and you have Udonis Haslem. You didn't get Andre Drummond. You didn't get LaMarcus Aldridge. What the fuck are you doing?
They want Bam to play center, bro.
Ba-
I know.
Your center is as tall as your small forward. That's a problem, Miami.
Bam is athletic. I mean,
He's
I'm
athletic
not
and he plays
co-signing-
big.
I'm not co-signing him being undersized. I'm just saying his athleticism gets him a lot of the places where he needs to go.
Shade, you know what else is dead? Will's chances of getting this title back.
Damn, bro. This
So-
nigga's wallet.
The meat and potatoes of what everyone wants to hear is
No, you hold on. The Sixers, bro. Hill went to the Sixers. How do you feel about that? You the Sixers guy.
Oh, George Hill to
Yeah.
the Sixers? I think it's great. I think George Hill is a champion veteran. When Ben Simmons comes off the bench, he's actually going to make smart
not a
plays for the
champ.
team. He has a championship
With
with
who?
San Antonio.
No, he got traded. He was in Indiana.
Let me double check.
He was in Indiana.
Let me check your car.
They traded him and they got rid of George Hill and they kept Gary Neal, I think. I don't think George Hill a champion unless he won. Did he win with Cleveland?
Who?
George Hill.
Who?
It should say it on the top on Basketball Reference.
No, you're right.
Who?
Yeah, I don't think he was in Indiana with Paul George and them during that era.
Okay. I like George Hill. I think he's a seasoned veteran. He makes good decisions with the basketball.
What did he do lately?
Missed free throws
George
in
Hill?
the finals.
What did he do lately? Did he win a
Missed free-
championship lately?
He missed free throws in the finals.
I won a championship lately.
This nigga's wild, bro.
I see what you did there.
But how do you think he gonna fit in Sixers? Because he has to run shooting guard if he want to run with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons can't play any other position.
I mean, when they're coming off the bench, it could be George Hill and Seth.
Yeah, but late in the game, is he running or is they gonna put Seth in?
No, they'll put Seth in.
But do you want Seth in just to shoot with no defense when George Hill can play defense and hit a three? He's still a decent shooter.
I feel you on that. I guess that would be up to coaching staff.
I know, but what would you do? You would,
My personal preference?
yeah,
I would run Jordan Seth
What would Ryan do?
you would run George and Seth.
off the bench. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about end of the game. Like if you had to put your 5 in with 5 minutes left, is you gonna put Seth or you gonna put George?
It depends on the situation.
'Cause,
if I need defense, if I need a clamp, I'm gonna put George. If I need a big shot, I'm gonna put Seth.
Okay, cool. I think it's you. Yeah,
I respect
because if you need a shot, you got Ben Simmons to dive for the drive and just kick out. Who's their small forward right now? Is it Thibault?
It's Tobias.
Damn, that nigga still exists.
Toby!
He's still fucking.
I actually
exists.
just found out that Tobias Harris's brother is actually one of the NBA trainers. He forgot
Damn.
what team he
So-
trains, but he also trains.
Let's talk about brothers real fast. Y'all remember Taylor Griffin?
I do.
So he played for the Suns. That he was in the G League for like
Yeah.
5 years, and then
Yeah, I'm saying.
he's
Taylor-
actually super athletic. I just think he just couldn't run in a rotation.
Blake was just too much.
Warren Dragic's brother was in the league too.
Dragic's brother was in the league.
Since we are
Holiday
talking about
brothers was
brothers,
hooping.
the Holiday brothers are hooping. Giannis's brother dropped 23, 5, and
The
8.
Giannis brother on the Bucks.
Yeah.
They plan him to keep Giannis. I honestly think he's not. You roll him out in Orlando. That's how I feel
I'm
about
just
it.
saying. I agree with you 100%, but I'm just saying like, I think some of it's rubbing off him just playing with his brother.
Confidence.
And, yeah.
Hell
And I think if he does develop into something, he does become trade bait. Absolutely, I agree with that.
Oh, he's gonna be the first one traded too.
Yeah.
Like
You want one of
legit.
these? You want one of these Antetokounmpos?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Especially
Somebody-
He's
Giannis
not the
is
Gian.
young.
He's not the tall Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he's
That's like with the Grizzlies with Dylan Brooks and what's the other one?
It could even be the Plumlee brothers.
No, it wasn't the brothers. The Grizzlies traded Dylan Brooks. Well, didn't trade Dylan Brooks. It was the other Brooks, Marshawn Brooks.
Okay.
They traded Marshawn Brooks to a team like 2 years ago, and they was like, "Wait, who is this?"
Yeah.
You said Brooks. We thought you was talking about Dillian Brooks, the light skinned shooter.
I do remember that.
And they was like, "Nah, trade. Nah, we don't want this." And they caught the trade off.
Yep, I remember that.
It was fucked up, bro. That's how they go finesse with the Antetokounmpo.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of NBA brothers, does it seem like one of the brothers just absorbs all of the talent and the other brother just gets like one base skill that they're decent at?
Yeah.
Like Brooke and Robin.
and
Like
Robin.
Brooke is more complete. Robin is just there to get
Hard.
rebounds
That
and
nigga's a hard worker. Bro.
and he is.
He's a hard worker. The Ball brothers. Lonzo just limited to 3 and D now.
I
And
think
LaMelo gets to do
I
whatever.
think Lonzo is a better defender than LaMelo is, but I
Oh,
think
yeah.
LaMelo got the prep package
Yeah.
of raw talent.
Yeah, man.
Um,
The Mason brothers.
And
They
LiAngelo.
all can dunk. all
Actually,
the Mason
yeah.
brothers can dunk.
Who's the best? Like, I want to see what their stats are for steals between Lonzo and LaMelo, because I promise you, LiAngelo is just up there in stealing.
Whoa. Don't even look it up, bro. He's
Just,
trying to joke.
just blowing,
He
blowing
just
out.
brought up LiAngelo stealing in China. Going crazy overseas.
you mean?
No, he legit just made the LiAngelo joke.
Oh,
That's why I was like, don't look it up. Don't do it. He just- he
Shade
just
said,
did
Shade said, I'm not even in the show. I'm just enjoying the title as long as I can.
that.
I'm gonna enjoy this title as long as I want, not as long as I
This
can.
nigga's wild. He talking mad spicy to lose it on Saturday. That's funny. Especially if he do lose it. I'm gonna fucking die. But the Zeller brothers.
Didn't Shade catch the ultimate beatdown in 2K?
Yeah, I beat him by 40. He got his. Well, it's a new champ. It's a new champ. He can challenge.
Sounds like
Wank wank.
we got some C+ players too.
This nigga's wild.
True. So, fun fact: LaMelo and Lonzo actually average the same steal.
How much? One?
It's like 1.5.
Boy, LiAngelo, I promise you, LiAngelo's in the double digits.
I hate you.
Nah, I was like a multi-$1,000 bag. Watch.
Thank you, Jumar.
So, what everybody wants to hear first, we're going to talk about the Nets. They acquired Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge. Blake Griffin, I think his last game averaged 17. When I seen the rotation, it looked like they were going to do Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, and then they were going to have LaMarcus.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think of that as a playoff run?
Okay. We know that the Brooklyn Nets are obviously making the playoffs. We know that if they fail, they need to blow up everything, start over. They won't, but they should because
they
they
don't have to blow it up because some of these players about to be out the door.
That's true. This team in particular has everything to prove now. So does that other team in the yellow.
We'll get there. We'll talk about that.
The other team in yellow.
How far do you who do you think is their biggest contender in the East before they even have a chance to go to the West?
Y'all know who I'm gonna say.
Who's the biggest contender in the East to the Nets?
Like, of course, we think we have all these expectations of the Nets, but like, who would we say had the opportunity to upset in the East?
The
Miami.
Celtics. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas getting chopped with this Miami shit, bro.
Okay.
The Celtics, bro.
All right.
Celtics are a complete team. That's all I have to say.
What about
They
the
just-
Sixers?
The Sixers can, but dude, track record. Just like the Rockets. Every time
If
you
they
can see it.
they're expecting Joel back by playoffs.
Soft.
They gotta play together still in the
Okay.
half court setting. And
I mean, do we sleep on them? Because this is the first time in the East that they're ending. They're probably most likely. I'm not gonna say that they are, but they're most likely to end their record number one in the East. Do we write them off? We think the Celtics or the Heat.
I think the Celtics got their number. I think the Heat got their number, honestly.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
I think the Bucks can get them.
Okay.
Bucks they slept on and they got a lot
Do
of
we think
firepower now.
so? Since we're talking about the Bucks, do we think that Giannis has learned anything?
No.
Or we think that he's gonna make the same mistakes that he always
He's
makes?
going to make the same mistakes, but besides Chris Middleton hitting those shots, Drew Holiday will definitely hit those shots.
Okay.
That's what I think.
But the
with
coaching staff still hasn't realized that they're going to make the same mistakes that Giannis makes too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the Celtics, one of their drawbacks is that they are undersized in the big man category,
Yeah.
and they lost a little bit of the clash.
No,
when
they just got a big,
when they
right?
traded Tice. No, their new big man is what's the dude with the dreads?
Half the NBA.
Yeah.
Black guy.
Ryan, come on, you can't do it.
It's here I got you. I'll look it up.
But Theis is only like 6'9" too.
No, he's gone.
No, that's what I
He's
said.
in Chicago.
Tyson and Thompson are undersized. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. And in the playoffs,
Tristan Thompson,
and
Robert Williams,
Thank you. Robert Williams is who I was talking about.
and
So Tristan's starting.
So
Man, it's hot in here.
what do the Celtics have to do? It's because you
they got
scorching,
Mo
baby. You
Wagner
scorching.
too now.
Excuse me.
They got Mo Wagner too now.
Saw this.
Okay.
So I
So
think
what-
they got it. They got
What
it.
Wait.
adjustments do the Celtics have to make this year to get them over the hump?
Stop running into the team that's like, stop running into the team that wins.
I mean,
They ran into Cleveland. They ran
part
into
of-
Miami. They ran
and now
into
they're
Toronto.
gonna and they may have to run into the Nets.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, yo.
I'm
I
saying,
think
what would they have to do to win?
I think this coaching staff beats the Nets because it's it's too many new faces over there to just
You're saying the Nets are the coaching staff wise, they're too young, they're too fresh.
they're
not
too
quite.
fresh.
Okay.
And Brad
And-
Stevens is legit Popovich of the East.
And with the Heat, now we seen what they did with pieces that people weren't expecting for them to get to where they got with last year, and now they actually have the pieces to where they have more scoring options. What do the Heat have to do to beat the Nets, to beat the Celtics, to beat the Sixers? What do they have to do?
Get a big man.
It's too late.
No,
Chops
there's
gonna
You
be-
could sign.
There's still one on the market, unfortunately.
Yeah,
There is.
Marcus,
But we can only play him like no more than 15 games, or else he'll fall apart. So
bro.
Okay.
Listen,
And
with that
Why hasn't he
training,
been- why
with
hasn't
that
he been-
training staff, he's good.
why hasn't with that training staff he won't make it out of training camp because his knees will explode.
It's wild.
he Matt
With that training staff,
Matt,
he's good.
he
If
goes the
there or he goes to
hardest
Phoenix,
on people with knee injuries. He's like, no. He has no knees.
He don't even got
You know
knees,
the guy.
bro.
You know
It's
the
just
basketball
Achilles.
player that has no arm that's super good. Well, they ain't got no knees. That's Ryan.
Step back every time.
3 steps in his football's
Look,
apart.
all I'm saying is, if the Miami Heat actually get DeMarcus Cousins, he'll play 15 games.
So
just for
now
the
to
playoffs.
talk about the Nets. Now to talk about the Nets because LaMarcus Aldridge is not a fast-paced big man. He actually runs at a similar pace to DeMarcus Cousins. Everyone on that team, minus LaMarcus in the starting 5, is gonna run.
But does he?
But the plus side to having LaMarcus and having Blake Griffin is that they can make their own shots.
LaMarcus is there for the playoffs.
Yeah.
When DeAndre Jordan sit down, you think you got to break with the pick and roll, but now you got to deal with DeMarcus. LaMarcus.
No, they're starting LaMarcus. DeAndre's coming off.
Oh no! Start the no.
That's not.
Start.
I told you the starting 5. The
I
starting
feel
5
that, but
That's too much firepower.
that's
Yeah,
too
that's-
much. Ain't enough ball.
Yeah, that's what they're
There
starting.
isn't enough balls.
They're starting Kyrie, James, Kevin Durant when he comes back, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, and then they're having DeAndre come off the bench.
That's wild.
Who's going to come off the bench with him? Joe Harris?
That's
Yes.
it.
That's that. No, bring LaMarcus or Blake Griffin off the bench. One of them,
And
and start DeAndre.
Tyler Johnson.
What the fuck? Fuck out of here.
I just work here.
I know, but
I
like
have-
I'm just here for the contacts.
our hate for Tyler Johnson goes like back to the Heat when he got paid and sat down.
My hate for
I'm just
Tyler
here
Johnson
for
goes
the
back to like
process.
2014 or 15, maybe 16. Who
He
cares?
was 16
He's trash.
when he got paid and kicked his feet up.
Yep.
So now let's talk about one of the plays that I hated to see the most, and that being Andre Drummond going to the Lakers.
Listen here.
How easy is it going to be for the Lakers in the West?
It's not because Daddy's still hurt.
They're
Oh my
expecting
God,
they're
bro.
expecting LeBron back by playoffs. They're expecting Anthony Davis to come back in 2 weeks or something. So they're gonna be full strength when the playoffs start.
And that's fine.
Listen, Matt, I'm gonna talk to you as a Laker fan because I have to I gotta tell a Laker fan in his eyes what I'm expecting. I hate it.
Look
I hate
into
it so
look into his soul when you tell him.
Listen, I hate it so much because it's so beautiful. I hate it because it's so great what the Lakers have done. I just hate it. And I hate it because you guys cried so much.
They finessed him.
They cried. You guys were like, oh, the Nets, they got this here, they got that here. But you guys got what everybody wanted. You guys aren't going to miss a beat. You guys literally have no flaws in the armor when it comes to your front court. Because you have Anthony Davis and Andre Drummond starting. And then if Anthony Davis chooses to sit down, or if Andre chooses to sit down, offensive rebounding alone is going to be gorgeous. Then you have Montrezl, who's going to clash with everybody. And then you have Marc Gasol, who every Laker fan is sleeping on, by the way. But there's a reason why they kept Marc Gasol, because they know that Marc Gasol is going to get filthy. He's going to start doing some sexy-ass shit in the playoffs, and you guys aren't going to miss a beat. So me personally, when I talk about the Lakers and what I'm expecting for them to do, minus if you guys go injury free, I think the only real contenders, if they play Bol and somehow they can click, is Denver. That's me. That's just me. Other than that, I think it's a clear cut. They're going to the Western Conference Finals. That's just me.
My thing with the Gasol, both of the Gasol brothers with the Lakers, is that when they got Powell, he averaged 20 and 10, right?
Yeah.
But they was like, yeah, look how he played.
Yeah.
And they do it to Mark because the Lakers been spoiled with athleticism and
I think that they got
star
Mark
power.
for the mind. I think they got him for what he sees on the court. He's a passing big man.
No, you
So he's
saying
gonna see some
why
shit.
they sleep on Mark.
Oh yeah,
They would sleep on Powell until he
Right,
started
right,
doing great shit in the playoffs.
right.
And I think they're doing the same thing to Powell. I mean,
Right.
to Mark, and they just so spoiled with all these athletic players.
Everyone on
Think
that
of-
team can rest.
Think of all the Lakers players and think of who's like the least athletic ones. The top two is Mark and Powell.
Yeah.
Like through history of Lakers.
Yeah.
You know? That's why they shit on him. And I think that's just not fair because then you want to love him when he starts like it's not even love him when he starts doing good. You want to love him when you see him because Lakers don't watch. They don't watch the fucking game.
Right.
The real Lakers fan watch the game when LeBron and AD's playing. They're not really watching it on Wednesday.
Right.
They're not watching the NBA TV one.
It's
you know, they just hit the score and go.
I'm really mad just because like everyone, it's like for the like every team in the NBA minus the Nets, minus the Lakers, their star has to sit minimal minutes. And what I mean by minimal minutes is 2 minutes if you can spare it. 1 minute if you can spare it. Like, just for the simple fact that as soon as you get off the court, those teams are looking for those opportunities to attack and change the tide.
I think
but the Lakers literally can sit Dennis Schroeder, can sit and when I say sit, I mean sit where you're not worried, where you're not worried about a change in the tide. Like LeBron can sit because THT is coming in. Like Kyle Kuzma
He's
can
still alive.
sit. Huh?
He's still alive.
THT?
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, remember how hype he was in the preseason?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was hyping
Just
him.
like Bol.
Now he just fell down and fell into people.
No,
that's
we
the
love
thing,
Bol
Ryan.
Bol.
Listen,
We love
listen.
Bol
Bol is cut, and we all see
Flip your
it.
hair.
They not playing him. That's what's going on, Ryan. Ryan, look at me. Bol is cut. We all see it, but they not playing him.
Bol is cut.
It's just because they're worried. They think he brittle.
Yeah.
They think he Taco Fall. That's what it is.
Bol is cut like a noodle.
And
Yeah.
the Celtics, I don't know why they don't do it. The Celtics only need Taco Fall in the fourth when you're in a pinch. You just need him to stand near the basket.
But he got to hit free throws, man. He got to run.
That's true.
What is he gonna
But that's
do?
the difference between Taco Fall and Bol. Bol is willing to run. Bol can run.
This is
They're just
Until
worried
somebody
about,
touches him.
This
and
is
he
why
falls
Taco
apart.
Fall's not going to play because you got to play LaMarcus Aldridge now. You got to play Joel Embiid. You have to play these players in the playoffs, and when Joel Embiid steps out to the three, Taco Fall got to go out there.
Right,
You know,
right.
he's not. You can't play him extended minutes. It's like Boban.
Yeah.
He does what he does, and that's as good as he's going to be because eventually you gotta play somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and Andre Drummond, as far as like the offense, I had to get on him because you said the offensive rebounding, hell yeah, but defensively on the rebounding side, AD can get out on the break now.
Yeah.
Way more dangerous. Trez can get out on the break now because you look at him and you say, that's Andre Drummond down there, averaging 14 rebounds on his career, I think. But you know, he got it now. You can get out on the break now. Bron can just catch the outlet. That offense is way more faster.
And then Ryan, hit me with the most disgusting car fact on how they got Andre Drummond and what they're paying him.
Well,
Okay. So the buyout in his I think $23 million contract, or was it $32 million contract?
Right.
$32 million contract.
yeah.
He only lost $760-something thousand.
Cleveland got cap base, man.
Here's the kicker: the Lakers signed him for $746,000. The dude lost like a minute's worth of pay.
It's gross.
Makes me sick to my stomach.
You can't.
It's gross.
You can't even get mad though.
That
the
that
Nets
piss
is over there.
that
wilding.
piss
It's gross.
yellow team
The Nets is over there wilding. Though,
And
bro.
then-
You can't
that
get
want to
mad.
and
claim
then-
that they're purple and gold. That's purple and piss.
And then I'm not
Eggplant and piss.
I'm not even gonna throw hate, Matt. Y'all finessed that one. It hurt my soul. You know when you see the ESPN commercials when people leave and they start crying and they're like, ugh. I didn't cry, but I was like, you sons of bitches. It felt like when Katniss had to go back to the Hunger Games in the second movie. I was like, you sick bitches. How dare you?
All I know
I never get the references, bro. I swear to God.
All I know is that come the end of the year,
It's basically I hate you because you got him.
No, but I never get the
penny.
references. I'll be told. I'm just a nigga from the hood.
at the end of the year, he becomes a free agent. I don't think the Lakers can afford to sign him unless he signs a veteran's minimum, or takes a massive pay cut for about a year.
No, it's a gamble, just like the Nets. It's win and
So-
loss. That's what the league's about to become too.
Miami
eventually.
would like to welcome you next year, Mr. Drummond,
They're not gonna get him.
to the Heat
They're
organization.
not gonna get him. If Andre Drummond is any fucking type of like smart, he would go to like.
We welcome you with open arms, sir.
Damn,
the-
he can go anywhere.
Join the I know he can because
You know
he's
who
that
I'm,
goddamn
you know
good.
who I'm happy
Who
about
else?
money wise? Rondo got to leave. Rondo left the Lakers to go get a check with the Hawks, right? They
Got
didn't
the
play
check.
that. They didn't play that man a minute because they were like, Trae Young is the future. We don't want Rondo to play, even though he is seasoned and actually has championships. And then he got to go right back to the Lakers and get right back into playoff contention. That's what I'm happy for. That
The Hawks need to worry about putting John Collins on the trading block.
we talked about.
I'm saying they need to worry about.
They were, but they didn't. But it was.
But you got to think, bro. You hear your business, your the shit you bleed for about to trade you, and then you don't. You got to go back to work the next day. You ain't get traded. How you gonna act?
I forgot what NBA player it was. They actually put that's the business. And like they tweeted like, yo, that's the business. And I'm not saying that that's good, but I'm saying in today's NBA, like you have to have your mind right that you can be traded at any given minute.
No, I'm not talking about his performance, but
Everybody ain't
John
Mark
Collins
Cuban.
still averaged 20 and 10 in this league. And
I love me some John
he
Collins.
can go wherever we want when he gets
Everybody
free.
not Mark Cuban. So like my mindset would be if I were ever in the NBA is that like I'm just there to show face. The same way like I show
Yeah.
face at my job. Like when my bitch ass
Yo, Els, what's good, bro?
do some
For real,
you
man.
know the
I
you know
think
the vibes.
I think-
You know when your boss is, hey Ryan, and you're like, hey, I hate you.
you just tried to
I
train
just gotta
me.
show face, but you gotta still show face.
You got to show face. but
Non-disclosure.
Bust ass, and then when it's time to go, I think he the fuck out of there just because of that.
Non-disclosure.
But I take stuff like that.
Yeah.
What
So if the Nets head up with the Lakers, because that's what we're all expecting to see.
I'm expecting the Jazz and the Nets, to be honest with you.
You a sick bitch, and I like you.
I'm expecting.
I like you.
I'm expecting the Jazz.
I
Y'all
like you.
disgust me.
I like you.
I'm expecting the
Y'all
Jazz.
don't even.
like
I thought
you.
y'all expected heat.
I like you.
If he gets
I
done
did.
telling me he likes me, I'm gonna say the Heat next.
I'm sorry.
But he was liking me.
I'm sorry for trying.
He was hitting that like button. He was liking the
I was
champ.
liking, subscribing, like you guys should do.
He liked and subscribed.
3 Point Play podcast on YouTube. Fuck with us.
Also on SoundCloud and Spotify. Suck
Oh
our
yeah,
dicks.
we out here now. Look at us growing.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
We're growing like a dick in the
Dun-dun-dun.
summer, baby.
Isn't that
Woo!
I think that's wrestling music. I hope.
Dick in the
Is it?
summer.
I feel like I
Can't be a dick in the winter because a dick is hot.
I said it's close either. Almost there. You almost did it right.
But listen, I also think it's going to be the Jazz and the Heat.
That's the trashiest matchup ever. Nobody's watching the Jazz. First of all,
I have advocated for the Jazz all year.
I feel that, but like NBA fans hate the Jazz. No one watches the Jazz.
I watched the Jazz.
The
They shot the Lakers.
The
They
Bulls,
shot y'all out. They set an NBA record in y'all in the middle of the season for 3-point shots, and nobody was like, "Don't break your trophy now."
It's broke.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, bars. But what you were saying?
I'm saying the Jazz are similar to the Heat to me. They're a sleeper age team that nobody's expecting to succeed. They're saying that their success is fake. It's not real. And that I actually didn't put it on the docket, but they actually picked up another shooter for the Jazz, but nobody cares, so I didn't put it on there.
Rudy Gobert still has to hold somebody off the pick and roll. And I was saying about the Jazz because back the love for the Jazz never been there since like the 90s and 80s.
Shout out to
Like,
LeBron for saying that. He's like, ain't nobody playing with the Jazz.
Nobody's playing with the Jazz, bro. And
Even though I only play with the Jazz on 2K, how many times do I go, Spider-Man, Spider-Man?
All the
Go
time.
ahead.
real.
All the
But
time.
even back when Jordan was hated during his second three-peat, and they played the Jazz twice, who was rooting for the Jazz? They didn't want the Bulls to
I
win.
didn't find
but
the
they didn't
Mormons?
give a
I didn't
fuck
find
about
the love
Jazz.
for basketball back then until
No, I'm saying,
my
like,
later
looking
years,
at-
or
I
else
was like
I
3
for
years
sure
old.
would have been on the John Stockton train like I already am. But
I was
we'll
like
go
3
there.
years old, but like looking back and reading up and doing all the video research on it, nobody fucked with the Jazz from jump because the state is so racist at the games and that
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
it's so wild. Because why everybody got a crazy NBA story about trash talking in Utah? You know
what's crazy is when we went to the Jazz and the Heat in our Heat attire, they were actually surprisingly friendly to us.
Extremely.
They can't. Look
actually
at the
do.
combo. If it was just you,
And we got pulled
if it
over
was
on the
just
way
you,
back.
you
And we
would
got
have been lynched.
And the guy was like, "Oh, did you guys come from the game? Who did you want to win?" And I was
And we
like,
were like, the Heat? No, Ryan was like the Heat, and I was like, sir, don't kill me.
and then he was like, oh, "Okay, drive home safe, guys."
So I mean,
He was like, "Where your ID at?" He's like, "It's on the floor outside the car." Shit. No, the drill.
but I do feel that. I think that
Jazz has got a bad stigma around him.
yeah, that's what I think it is. But it's not for lack of pieces because Jordan Clarkson just put Luke on some skates. He was out there getting
Jordan
that
Clarkson,
buckets.
he's a bucket. He's been a bucket since LA, but he just
And he coming off the bench.
he just whenever he gets, oh my god, he's about to say some bullshit.
Oh, is that right?
He's about to say some bullshit.
That's
Go ahead,
crazy. Okay,
go crazy.
gentlemen,
What?
my agent just informed me that I have a gig to show up to. Autograph signing, nothing too serious, but you know,
All right, let's wrap things in. Let's wrap things up.
got places to be.
J. Cole may have tried out for the Pistons. I think they did that just to say that J. Cole may have tried out for the Pistons. J. Cole's like 35 years old. They're not letting you on the Pistons.
Lil B tried out for the Warriors. Suck my dick. Not you, the Pistons. Shut the fuck up, bro. Y'all just what else y'all doing? Y'all lost Drummond. Y'all couldn't even keep Blake Griffin and D Rose, which y'all was gonna, you know.
Unless they just want to create an NBA story like J. Cole and
Fuck
Master
outta
P.
here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
rap the thing.
No,
Fuck
you know,
outta here.
the only thing the only thing they're good at is drinking dirty water.
Only thing they good at is fouling Jordan, and this 30 years later. So I don't care.
They got a championship.
I ain't gonna lie.
They
The
got
Chauncey
it,
Billups
shit.
squad was hard. Chauncey.
They was a complete team, and they still was dirty.
Okay, so before we go, what are we expecting if we see the Nets Lakers? Who do we think's taking that?
Nets, fuck the
Matchup
Lakers.
wise, I think the story.
I don't
want to
hate,
Nets,
but it's the Lakers. I'm gonna be real.
I think the Lakers got it, but the Nets got too many vendettas. You know, Blake Griffin is like LA product. He would love to go with LA and win, even though it's not against the Clippers. But the Clippers not gonna make it. Kyrie got his LeBron storyline. KD got his LeBron storyline. You know, DeAndre, they chasing their rings. LaMarcus Aldridge haven't ran into LeBron, but he's been around a while. So him chasing the ring is a whole thing. There's a bunch of them. Like, I think they. Who am I forgetting? Kyrie, James Harden,
DeAndre.
James fucking Harden. They got reasons, and they all from Cali.
Right.
Like James Harden from Cali, they all love playing in Cali, and I think that's gonna be the thing. But LeBron is LeBron. KD has to be healthy.
Wait, James Harden's from California?
Is he
Yes.
from Cali?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Wow, that explains the pretentious attitude and wanting and hoping that everything goes his way.
We
All right,
walked
bro.
into that. All right, before
This
we get
nigga's
out of here, you
different.
guys have any shout outs? Joe G's,
Shout out Flip Murray.
Ryan Rastovac with the strap, Mr. Bombs over Baghdad, 3-point play champion. Do you have any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, I do.
AKA his dick hard before she touch it.
He tried to play you. That's funny.
The champ would just like to say thank you so much
Paper champ.
from the bottom of my golden heart
Paper champ.
to our sponsors, Versus Pro Studios,
Ooh.
Located.
Bro, you gotta be in gimmick when we call him that.
of course, at the Boulevard Mall.
Hey,
you
I'm about
wanna
to wrestle.
learn-
Y'all go see me out here.
You
stabbing
want to learn how to
motherfuckers.
do the wrestle? You want to rent this studio to do whatever you want to do back here, as long as it's legal.
Nah, you can come fuck back here.
Hit them up.
They got couches.
Chill.
Come beat on a bitch
The
back
champ.
here. Ike Turner.
Would also like to thank Power Play
We always
Sports
fuck these
and
guys.
Collectibles for all your sports collectibles needs. Come on down to the Boulevard Mall and get you some good stuff. Their prices are golden, just like a champ.
All right, storefrontier.com/3point play podcast if you want to get all the drip for you and your loved ones. And before we get out of here, do you know any coaches, trainers, or local businesses that would like ad space on our platform? Please reach out to us in the comments or via Messenger, and we will discuss market rates. All right, Matt.
Listen here, cowboy.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't finished.
Bro, when you lose, you can't go back.
The homie literally told me to wrap up.
Listen,
When you lose, you can't go back, bro. I'm just saying.
the champ, because apparently not Mr. Clay, would like to also thank Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. If you want to listen to the wrestle, you want to talk with them about talking about the wrestle, visit thoughtscountanywhere.com and check them out every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And who knows? Did you just interrupt the champ?
I said maybe we'll have the champ on there.
Just kidding.
Oh, I didn't get that off.
He said-
it's because I'm black.
He said maybe.
Slavery.
He said maybe we'll have the champ on there. You know why? The champ is just so busy. Going here, I'm kissing babies. I'm signing autographs. I'm making appearances. I got places to be. But one place I can make sure that I get to is Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. You know where else we can be? B+? You know where we can be?
What?
We can be right here at Versus Pro Studios, April 10th.
Ooh, calling the match, bro.
Call in a match.
We getting our commentary debut on, big
Commentary
inaugural in the.
debut.
And what's your hashtag? You can't be just the champ. That's bland.
Hashtag Golden Heart.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Ugh.
It doesn't.
Hey, Will, pass me that pen.
Big. Which one?
The
Listen
one
here.
in front of the tape.
Listen here.
Oh.
We're going to call a match for these two chumps that keep interrupting our show.
Oh my God, Wes and Shade, bro. These motherfuckers, man.
And we got something for you.
We got something for them.
We
Hey.
coming for you,
Hey,
nigga.
look, I'm gonna drop. All right, Shade, this is you. Nigga. Name of this episode is nigga. Because
It is not.
he's scared that I will drop mad N-bombs on the commentary
Get 'em
when
out
he
now.
act like that's what I'm doing, bro.
Get
that's
10
what
more
I'm
out.
doing.
Get 10 more out.
Nah, I'm not. Nigga.
Nigga, not nigga.
Say it like Booker T. Say it like Vince
believe you
McMahon.
just
Keep
said
it up.
that.
Nigga. You gotta say it like all of them, bro. Listen, we call it a match. I got some shit for them motherfuckers. They don't even see it coming. They don't even watch the show, so they don't know. I'm coming in. I'm doing some freaky shit to the niggas, bro. But we gonna call it a match. The laptop gonna be there. The champ gonna be there. Big inaugural. I'm gonna have to strap like 2 times by then. You feel me, yo? So it's happening. Y'all gonna tune in. We gonna go live anyway, so we gonna tune y'all in on that. And how y'all like the tattoo?
I think it's pretty.
That's all we got.
Don't interrupt the show. You're going to get yours.
Matt, take us out of here.
Yo, Duke, the whole show was a promo for Ryan. The whole show been a promo.
The champ's going to keep holding this baby up.